Hello and welcome to the Orig, now an award-winning show by Damage. I had to get that in.
I wanted to say
I know it. A show by Damage Control Podcasting, a professionally award-winning unprofessional look at the conventions, ideas, and genres of filmmaking. I'm here with award-winning Daniel Newkirk.
Yes.
Not award-winning Cody and Tyler.
Dick.
I know.
I could have won some awards. You don't know.
Why do we gotta constantly keep stroking Daniel's ego? He's already the multi-universal champion,
No.
and he wins everything we ever do. Why do we gotta keep alliterating on it?
Because he's got two dicks. That goes to an unaired topic we have.
Yeah.
We should have recorded that.
Yeah, and because after you're done stroking my egos, there's 3 of you, and guess what 2 of you are doing?
We'll be right back.
I've actually got it up on that shelf there, the award that I won for our podcast. It's,
Can I close those blinds?
Sure, yeah, do whatever.
Okay, keep talking.
Yeah.
No, let's not. Let's just sit here.
Just sit here and wait for Adam to.
Because then we'll create the illusion that none of us exist. This is all just in Adam's own head.
Like St. Elmo's fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
St. Elsewhere.
St. Elsewhere's fire?
Yeah, Adam's being a real villain this episode by interrupting us so we can't get to the topic.
Adam's the world's best ventriloquist. He's just throwing his voice all over the place.
Yeah, he can even do a good Sean Connery.
Wait.
Yes.
Let's listen to me do an impression of Tyler when I got a dick in my mouth. Okay, go. Oh, frick. Okay, all right.
I don't make a sound.
Okay.
That's a pro right there.
Hey, Cody, if there were 100 dicks on a wall, how many would you gag on?
I think about 3.
Oh, damn it.
I think I can. I think because the first 2 would be pretty small, so I wouldn't do nothing. Then the third's just a giant fucking cock, and I'm like, I took it to a level he wasn't expecting, was I?
You gotta start with the small ones to warm up.
Jesus.
You know, that's why Dana always comes over to me after she's done with Adam.
Are they always at the same height, or like do they?
No, I think it's like
Like, do you have like
flat
one of
graph where it's basically the size of the dick is lower on the wall and the height bigger the dick, and it just keeps going down.
So what? Do you have like a library ladder that you're just like rolling down the hallway, climbing up and down? That's a lot of work.
You see, what I was imagining was like instead of just them being on the wall, or like the whack-a-mole holes. So it's like 100 glory holes, and you're just like trying to keep up with them as they're popping out.
Oh.
Or you just back up to one and hope the guy. Anyway, okay. That was our that was our dick episode.
That went crazy.
That's the plot of one of our new the next Stripperella sequel.
Oh, it's not bad. I've seen it.
Really?
No.
Okay.
The new subscriber isn't gonna like this.
No, she probably won't.
Oh, okay.
Who's the new subscriber?
I don't know. It was a
Number 72.
Oh, okay.
Who that was.
I know who 72
Thank you, number
was.
72.
thank you, 72.
This episode's topic is villains we have not seen yet, or villains we want to see again or done better. Okay? But before we get into tonight's topic...
Wait, hold on. Do you have a script written out on your phone and not on pieces of paper?
I wrote it on a paper, then typed it. I wrote it on a paper.
I thought he was going to say I wrote it on a paper, then I took a picture of it with my phone.
No, but I did that last year, though, for...
But we're going to miss the...
No, I still got that for Dead Air, though.
Oh, okay.
All right, but before we get into the topic, trivia. Okay? This rogues gallery belongs to what superhero? Okay?
Is this multiple choice, or can we just blurt it out?
You can just blurt it out.
Do we have to raise our hands?
No.
Do we have to... Cody, you slam the table when you know the answer.
No, I'm trying to stop. That's why I have this.
You have a dick in your hand?
Shut up.
This rogues gallery belongs to what superhero?
Yours.
Zarm, Argos Bleak, Venomous Scum, Loot and Plunder.
Captain Planet.
Yep. Duke Nukem and Captain Pollution.
Nice.
Okay. This...
Gonna take pollution down to 0.
I should have wrote that down because I knew when I wrote down, like, pause for the theme song to be sung. I knew that was going to happen. And this is probably going to happen for this one, too. This rogues gallery belongs to what superhero?
Darkwing Duck.
Motherfucker, are you serious?
Yes!
Bullshit! The reason Daniel keeps winning because he's a
I'm a what?
precognition. Precognition.
I'm a precognic?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you get that?
Because I know Adam.
Let's get
What's
dangerous.
the word? What's the right word? Help me, Tyler. What's
Precog.
the one word?
Precognition.
He's a
He
precog.
he has precognition. That's why he keeps winning.
Okay, well, all right. Would you have recognized? Would you got it? Because I said
No, 100%. I don't know any of the characters in Darkwing
say
Duck.
it, and I'll tell you when I would have gotten it.
Dr. Slug,
No,
Fowl, Steelbeak,
no.
Quarker.
I would have got Steelbeak.
Okay, Quackerjack, Megavolt,
Quackerjack and Megavolt, I would have got.
and Negaduck.
Quackerjack and Megavolt, I would have got.
Was it because you all would have sang the theme song?
Yes.
Oh,
It was because you said we'd all would have sing the theme song, and I know who you are.
Okay,
So
all right. What does it go in?
I'm not. No.
Okay, all right.
I can't do it when everyone's looking at me. I'm
Okay.
like Kel Mitchell's character from Mystery Men.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
it also reminded me of the time when there was, God, what, 10 episodes in a row where we didn't go without doing the DuckTales song.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. This Rogues Gallery, I ain't giving no fuck. This Rogues Gallery belongs to
You didn't
what
give
superhero?
you didn't give clues to the last one, and Daniel still got it.
I did. I
No, he
said
said a theme song.
Yeah.
I said
theme
y'all will sing the theme song to this one too. This Rogues Gallery belongs to what superhero? Pack Rat, Roxy Rocket, the Terrible Trio, Red Claw, Farmer Brown,
Tick.
Baby Doll. No, but that would have been a good one.
Mm.
Batman?
Yes, it's all from the animated series.
Roxy Rocket is from she rides a rocket.
Yep, they're all random one episode.
Is
Baby Doll.
Is she the actress that doesn't age?
Yes.
Yeah, and then they're on that rocket and they're like, "We're gonna play chicken," and Batman's like, "All right," and then she's like, "You gonna jump off?" And he's like, "Nope."
No, that Baby Doll is the one that doesn't age.
Yeah, Baby Doll is like the
Roxy Rocket's the stunt woman. On
the Shirley Temple-esque character that doesn't age.
Okay. couple more trivia before we get into the episode.
Let me guess. This one's about someone's rogues gallery.
No.
Oh,
List
Darkwing Duck.
list of pop culture villains that use acronyms for their names. Okay. I'm gonna give you the acronym. You tell me what it stands for. AIM.
Advanced Idea Mechanics.
This one I did not know. Cobra.
Cool.
No, no.
Let them cook.
Oh
Let 'em cook.
yeah. my bad.
Cool.
Or
Yeah.
bad, rad assholes.
I think that's right. I think that's right.
You were close. Radical.
Ah.
Criminal.
Coalition? No, okay.
Nope. Go ahead.
No. You said criminal. I'm already wrong.
Okay. Criminal organization of bloodiness, revenge, and assassination.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, going back to Darkwing Duck, since Daniel's a huge fan. What does FOUL stand for?
Ooh. That was a while ago.
Foes of Weaponized Weapon League.
Close.
Close.
Fiendish Organization for World Larceny.
Oh.
What is larceny?
Like theft and stealing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a fancy word for it.
Okay. I have a feeling you...
Before stealing, everything was larceny.
This one, for some
Well-
reason, this one screams Cody. Love Muffin. Oh, maybe not. I thought you watched the show.
Love Muffin?
Yeah.
It's an acronym?
Yep.
What show is it from?
The one where the kids are superheroes. Kids Next Door. Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Jesus. That's a long... I don't know.
Long, obscure victim enforcement made, unfortunately, for 5 individual
Numbers.
Yes.
Fuck, that was such a great show.
Seriously?
Lee, no.
I was like, you went yes and then immediately didn't say it was wrong. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
League of Villainous Evildoers
Maniacally.
United for Frightening Investments and Naughtiness.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Well,
That's when they all meet up together and then they end up being thwarted by the toilet, the toilinator.
Now,
Yes.
I don't remember what show this one. It's
Well, I got one more Kids Next Door
Okay.
because every episode starts like that.
Okay.
And so one of my favorite ones is an episode where one of the characters has an older sister who she's got a new bra, and it's like
Battle-ready
you think
armor.
the entire episode is oh crap, they're misunderstanding what a bra is, but no, it's actually battle ready armor.
So you got the main character wearing a bra, trying to get it to activate, and like nothing happens. And so like it's the end of the episode, and you're like, oh, okay, it was a big misunderstanding. And then like Cody said, like the character takes it, and like it turns into pretty sweet looking armor.
That's fun.
I should have wrote down what show this was from. I think it's a Nickelodeon show, but PLF. Pluff?
PLF?
Yeah. Wait, maybe Love Muffin was from...
No, Love Muffin is Kids Next Door.
Okay, then this one might be from the Timmy Turner show.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah. Or what's the ghost one?
PLF.
Danny Phantom.
Yeah, maybe it was Danny Phantom.
Yo, Danny Phantom, he was just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine
Designed to view a world unseen.
You have no idea.
because he's Danny
Yeah,
Phantom.
you missed that whole...
Danny Phantom, that was another good show.
Yeah, I fucking love that show.
PLF, I
think-
got nothing.
It's either the guy. No, it's not the guys in white. I can't remember.
Persons who love fucking.
Yes.
Save that ideas for the next two. Because
okay.
save where you're at. Save your headspace for the next two.
Okay.
But this one is Paranormal Liberation Front.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right. The next two.
That might be from one of the weird future episodes.
Clit.
Is the
That's from Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Don't be Googling it.
No, I'm not. It's the I can't remember what it is.
I don't remember
What
what it is.
if I
I
start you?
am the Clit
Commander.
All right. First word is coalition.
The coalition. I don't know.
For the liberation of inerrant tree dwellers.
Is the next one the labia? The
Yeah,
liberate apes before imprisoning apes movement?
Yes.
Okay, I remember that one.
Okay. While he's looking up PLF.
What was the labia from? Is that from Jay and Silent Bob too?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the clit is the offshoot of the labia.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Paranormal liber.
All right. Here's the last two trivia questions before we get into the nice topic.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
It's Paranormal Liberation Front.
Yeah.
My Hero Academia.
Oh, that's why I picked it because it was.
I was like, I've never heard of.
because
I mean,
thought
I've heard of
it
the
was
show,
anime.
but I've never seen it.
I thought you watched My Hero. That's why I picked
No,
it.
I have.
I was trying to be nice to you.
It's been a minute though, so say it one more time.
Paranormal Liberation Front.
Huh? Neat.
Okay. All right. All right. Question number
That's
4.
what I said.
There's like
about the
50
clit.
organizations in that show. Give me a break.
All right. Fine.
Let's prove it. Let's see how many organizations.
In the comics, who was Superman's first supervillain?
It was a mayor.
Supervillain.
Oh, super villain.
Not just bad
Oh.
guy. Supervillain.
I was like, because he busts through a house, grabs the mayor out of his house, and like drops him.
You know, I want to go on a limb here and say it's Mistleplick. Mr. Mistleplick.
Close.
Villain, super villain. La 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 la
He's-
la la.
Is he a mind villain because Superman's the body, so his supervillain somebody had mind powers?
I do believe he's got mind powers, yes. I'll have to look it up to be sure, but I'm pretty sure he's got mind powers.
Give me a hint.
It's Ultra Humanite.
Give me a hint. Oh, here's the answer.
Yep.
He's got mind powers, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, all right. This one, Daniel might get. Daniel, leave it for these two to fight over first, because I know you know it. Who was the villain from episode 1 of Batman the Animated Series? Do you know it?
I don't know this
Oh
one.
shit, never mind.
Mostly because I never watched that show in order.
Oh
Yeah, I haven't watched it in order either.
Scarecrow.
no,
Riddler.
no.
Clayface?
If you look at Batman in a mirror, you have
Man-Bat.
There you go. That still doesn't. That really doesn't work. That really doesn't work. But you've got. If you look
there are 12 organizations in My Hero Academia.
Look how many individual characters.
You didn't say characters. We said organizations.
You did say organizations.
So I request an apology from you.
I'm sorry that I.
Whoa! You have to put that request in the triplicate.
He could have denied the request, but he didn't. So he already initiated the request.
I do a lot of hyperbole, and that backfired.
It's hyperbole. Hyperbole.
According to Order 66 of requesting, he has to kill a kid before he can deny it.
What?
No. Order 66 has 2 double cheeseburgers and fries.
That's true. That's true.
You don't want to know what Order 69 is.
Oh, yes, I do.
That's where you take a shit on those double cheeseburgers. Okay. All right. This episode's getting out of control. All right.
It's the episode that won't air.
Yeah.
Okay, so tonight's topic, villains.
What are we talking about?
Villains.
Yeah, I have no idea. We're just riffing at this point. Yeah.
Villains. Who are some of your favorite villains? Any media.
Any media?
Even in real life. Hitler, Stalin, John Lennon,
God.
Paul McCartney.
Well, we're really...
Whoa. I was up with you up until you said Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney's a very nice man.
Oh, okay.
How is John Lennon a villain?
He was a dick. I like John Lennon, but he was a dick.
Stalin, Lenin, Hitler?
Different Lennon.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, yes. Yeah,
Did you say John Lennon or did you just say Lennon?
I think I
John Lennon.
I said John Lennon, but I meant the joke not to say Lennon.
Yeah.
But I realized I said John Lennon.
Some of my favorite ones are...
Cody's just like, I'm going to roll on through.
I really enjoy Ultron. Ultron is... What?
Which version?
I
don't know anything about comic book. The only Ultron I know is James Spader.
I really enjoy... I think I like Ultron because I like the idea of a creation destroying its creators.
Okay.
Like, I like that idea of that parallel with... Hey, I created this thing and I'm no longer in control of it.
Do you like a Segway?
A Segway.
Segway
versus like a scooter or a
those
skateboard?
Segway things.
Yeah, I know people drive them off cliffs all the time.
The guy who created it drove it off.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a dumb pun on.
No, like legit, like
he was testing his off-road prototype and it fucking flung him off the cliff.
Well, it worked. It went off-road.
Yeah.
But like, I like that mythos of you creating something that you think you're in control of. You create it for a purpose, and Ultron, in the sense of the word, isn't just evil for evil's sake. He's evil because this is what you have to do to get stuff done. He's not bound by the constraints of our morals because logically this is the correct course of action.
Okay, Ultron.
I like the Moriarty type villains. I like the villains that are, it's like they're 3-step, like you have your smart detective as character and then you have your villain that's like 3 steps ahead of them. So then it's a cat and mouse game. You don't know. Usually there's the twist where like the hero is, oh well, you've beaten me, but then the hero is 3 steps ahead of them, and it's this guessing game of, okay, who is actually the more intelligent character. That's the type of villain I like.
That one could easily, depending on who writes it, I guess, because that one can easily be like, because it seemed like right after Dark Knight, where the plan for when Joker got arrested, the plan was for him to get arrested the whole time. It seemed like like Skyfall came out the next year. His plan was to get caught the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it constantly, but like, you ever watch the show High Potential?
No.
No,
I don't know what it is.
It's a detective drama. They hire out a consultant that's a super genius that has a quirk that can solve all these cases, and then they brought in a character that's like smarter than her, that's 3 steps ahead, and it was a really good couple episodes. But those are the type of villain I like. I like intelligent, brainy villains, I guess, compared to like the brawn, I'll just smash as much shit as I possibly can type of villains.
Okay, Daniel.
Yeah, for me, I like the type of villains that have like a strong charisma or a strong personality. I don't like those mustache twirling, I'm a villain because the plot says I'm a villain type of villains. I want a character that has one. I want my villains to have like real traits, and I want them to be personable to a point, or at least charismatic. So like the villains that really stand out to me are like Dracula. Dracula comes out, he's not mustache twirling. Dracula is suave, he is well spoken, he is charismatic. Like when he talks, you can feel the force if he's well written anyway.
Whoa, you're mixing movies. There is no force, and that's Star Wars.
What do you think allows him to turn into a bat?
Dracula has midi-chlorians.
That's why Obi-Wan can jump so well.
I take it back to the point.
And then like I like characters that they have aspects to them that make them interesting. So like Samuel L. Jackson from Kingsman, he was a villain that had interesting personality traits.
Horrible lisp.
Was that the phone thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Flag from The Stand. Flag has a personality. He's not just the Antichrist. He's just not the devil. I mean, he has a personality to him. He walks around with like buttons on his vest that are like support buttons, and the smiley face flag or the smiley face button. He has like pamphlets that he carries around with him that are for organizations that are evil. So like he carries a white supremacist and like a KKK brochure with him to hand out to people. And then like he has that personality. Like one of my favorite lines is from The Stand in the 90s, where he goes to go free Lloyd Henreid from prison, and he walks up to Lloyd Henreid, and Lloyd is like I don't remember. Lloyd's like, what the fuck? Someone's here. And he goes, hi, Lloyd. It's a pleasure to meet you. Won't you guess my name? And it's all a reference to Rolling Stone Sympathy for the Devil. And those kind of things. And, like, he's not just, like, evil for evil's sake. Or, like, he doesn't lose that personality. Like, when he hands the key to Lloyd out of his prison, he has a stone, and he holds it down, and then he does, like, this Rodney Dangerfield magician kind of thing, like, now boy, just pay attention, watch the stone, and it turns into a key, stuff like that.
Okay.
So like that kind of personality.
They gave examples. Do you have any examples?
I gave an example.
You did the high potential. You're right.
Dick.
You're right.
What's your type of villain?
God, this is gonna sound hipsters, but I
Oh,
kind of
shit.
From the hipster? No.
I like the side.
Sitting there in a plain white tee.
I like the sidekicks. Sidekicks are usually pretty cool. I like the rant. Like Skeletor's cool, but like I prefer like watching Triclops or Beastman.
You like seeing the accessory to evil.
Yeah.
You like your average Joe henchman.
Okay.
No. What I'm saying is you don't want your Skeletor or your Cobra Commander. You want the.
No, don't get me wrong.
No. I'm not saying you don't like those guys, but I'm saying you like the.
Yeah, I think like and like I'm very childish in the way like I need my bad guys to have some like kind of like Daniel says. I need my bad guys to have some sort of visual like gimmick or something.
Oh, kind of like a guy who's has a skull for a face.
No, but okay, staying out of the cartoon realm, like James Bond villains usually got like I liked it. I know realistically, like I don't really like realistic bad guys. Like Freddy Krueger, he's all burnt. Like I like the visual.
You can be burned in real life.
That's true, but I like the weird. If a bad guy's got like a cool visual,
You want your bad guys
like
to look
Jaws.
like a bad guy.
yeah
Jaws with
Do
the
you
file
like-
down teeth.
yeah.
No,
Like that.
I saw that movie, and that shark did not file down its teeth. They were very sharp.
That is true.
Walked right into that one.
But you want it to actually come off as look. You want as soon as that guy's on screen, that's the bad guy.
Yeah, I mean there is a time and place for, it's like a CEO or your corrupt cop, police chief or whatever. There's a time and place for that. But like I like a bad guy where it's like bingo bad
Like,
guy.
you don't like to have to every time,
You don't like
like
the
how
fake.
Daniel
I
has,
don't
where
like the
you'd
fake.
like at least be relatable to the guy. You want sometimes just the easiest, like, this is just a bad guy. This is just a bad guy.
Right, no, and I guess I don't. I guess maybe I don't have a solid answer because the bad guys were like, if you kind of like what you were saying,
Yeah, see,
I'm a bad
guy, see.
Yeah.
like you got a bad guy and you're like actually listening to him, you're like, holy fuck, he kind of makes sense. There's a time and place for those guys too, but like for like,
So you're on Thanos' side.
yeah, fuck the Asians. Did he say that?
He did get rid of half of them.
There you go. No, but if I
think
had
if you go on population density wise, he got rid of more than half of them.
like gun to head, gun to balls, if I had to choose, I would say like I like the visual, like the old pulpy bad guys where it's like, yep, bad guy.
Okay,
I like
you
that.
have to pick your favorite villain of all time right now. Who would it be?
Even though I don't currently like him because he's being overused, I'd say Joker is probably the best villain.
Cody.
Right now, my favorite villain is kind of a group of people. It is the Celestial Dragons from One Piece. They are a group of people who are basically ruling the world as gods, who see everything lesser than them as lesser than human. And it's just been real fun hating them right now.
Daniel. Your go-to villain, like if you're like, yes, this is the villain you don't have to like everything about him, but you're just like
I've got to go with Magneto.
Magneto.
Magneto has a cool persona. He has cool powers. He has that personality that I like in a character, and he blurs that line on if he's right or not. Because depending on what he's doing, he can be right and he can be wrong. But a lot of times, the things that he does that are evil come from a place where you're like, I would also be upset if this had happened to me. I'm just not ready to destroy the world over it. And that's what makes him super interesting to me.
Neat.
No, Magneto.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just shortened it so the hipster over here.
Oh, I guess. Okay. What
Yeah.
about you? Who's your perfect or favorite
I
villain?
was trying to think when I was asking everybody.
Yeah.
I can add more to mine if you need more time to think.
No, yeah, Cody, add more to yours.
Okay, so another reason why the Celestial Dragons are now becoming a little more interesting, because of lore stuff that's happened in One Piece, we find out that the Celestial Dragons in the past of the One Piece world was a conglomeration of 20 kingdoms that rose up to fight an additional kingdom. They joined forces to stop this technologically advanced kingdom that we know of from by basically either destroying the world or taking over the world. And so they then, for doing that, ascended to the level of, we're going to watch over this world so this doesn't happen again. So they took over the ultimate power of the world, and as we know, ultimate power, without checks and balances, become the ultimate corruption. So by raising themselves up above everything, they became what they destroyed in the first place, in my opinion. And now it is now come to full circle.
Did you just quote the saying by going a really long route?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yeah. And it actually turns out that, even with checks and balances, ultimate corruption happening.
I got nothing. I'll just say the first one that pops to mind, that Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor is a fantastic
I like all the
villain.
different versions of him. I like that he in most of the versions he doesn't like Superman because if anyone is going to save humanity, he wants it to be him, and he's just so vain about it that he's so pissed off. He's like, okay, well, if he wants to save humanity, I'm going to stop him so that everyone can see that I'm actually way better than he is.
Now I finally saw Superman.
You did.
Yeah, and
Did you hate it?
it was alright.
Yeah.
Here's a spoiler. I got it fucked me up and made me laugh like back to back, and I don't know how to feel about it. With the taxi driver, they shot him.
When he shot
or not
him.
the taxi driver, the falafel guy, or whatever he is. And,
He has a name.
And Mally,
I don't know. I don't remember.
he shoots him. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, everyone was right. That is rough. And then Lex Luthor goes, huh, I thought that would last longer. And I just started I'm like, that is a dark fucking joke.
Wait till you. Oh, I won't give any spoilers.
Well, I've seen it.
I don't know if Daniel's caught up on Peacemaker.
Yes, I am. I am watching it every Thursday, dedicated, because I am fucking balls deep into that show.
Who is Killer Croc fucking? He said he's getting butt fucked by
Dr. Phosphorus.
That's the idea, is that
Dr.
he is
Phosphorus.
fucking Dr. Phosphorus.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
because he walks in and man, I was not. I mean, I figured he would show up when they said Bel Rev, and
Is that Alan Tudyk's character in Creature Commandos?
Yeah.
Okay.
and all of a sudden he sits down and he's just like starts just cuss words just flying out of his mouth. I was like, this is not Superman Lex Luthor. This is Peacemaker, because he's just swearing up a storm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going with like.
Man, I was shocked that Lex Luthor showed up. Like,
I was too.
I thought, okay, that's a cool reference that they're going to Belle Reve or whatever. And then Lex Luthor comes walking through. I'm like, I
Yeah.
was so excited.
Speaking of Peacemaker,
another reason I love it, because it shows they're establishing, like, okay, if this was real world, never get out of prison levels bullshit. But because the system is so corrupt and the DC, well, not corrupt, but it's like, hey, we don't have smart guys. We have a smart guy in prison. I'm going to use my influence to get you out of here, or at least you're going to do enough community service where you're released.
Yeah, he's getting moved to a like a lower security prison.
It's not the crazy metahuman prison.
Yeah.
Speaking of that Suicide Squad and stuff, that is one thing I don't like. I mean, the initial, like seeing it once or twice is kind of cool, but like I don't like it when they take villains and kind of make them like you're not, because like Suicide Squad, the Secret Six in DC,
the Secret Six.
and then the movie that just came out from Marvel, Thunderbolts. Like bad guys, like to me bad guys are supposed to be bad guys, and then like these, and there are times where like having an anti-hero or a bad guy being the main thing, like okay, that's cool, but like bad guys are supposed to be bad guys, and like
So-
this shit, I guess if it's overdone, I don't really like watching it and stuff.
To me, it's kind of a matter of like which bad guys are a part of that, right? Because some bad guys it makes sense for. So when you're talking about like putting together a villain team that's going to be that you're going to turn hero, like if you're including Red Skull and Joker and Ultron, those characters don't make sense.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting if they were put on a team through you have to come up with a creative reason why they have to be other than just a bomb in the back of their head or whatever. But if like they were constantly doing the job, but also constantly like trying to one up and get their own agenda, but like these guys just seem to like just go. They're like, yeah, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, so I think that's what makes them more interesting, is that not every villain comes to a place where it's like, I want to wipe out the entire world, or I want to destroy everything or everybody. Some villains come to their world of villainy for other reasons. Like one character I always thought that they should have done this with, but they really don't, is Mr. Freeze. Mm-hmm. Mr. Freeze turns to villainy not to murder and kill people. It's because he needs money to fund the research for his dying wife. And the whole Mr. Freeze gimmick is because he has experimented on himself and injured himself.
No,
Like
he was fell in that bat of whatever it was in Batman Forever.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they've changed it. I mean that, and this is just because I like that they changed it for like the new 52, where like they made him into like a psychopath.
Mhm.
Like he doesn't actually know who the. I think
he was a stalker. He was a stalker.
Yeah, like he
Okay.
doesn't actually know. Like yes, in the past that's what it was, and the only reason I'm bringing it up is just because I like that they changed it. Was like they made him like a psychopath. Like he's fascinated. Like he's got like an elderly mother, and like he pushes her out like onto like a frozen lake, and just like watches the ice crack underneath of her.
Oh,
and,
shit, okay.
And like he doesn't know who Nora Freeze is. Like she's not actually his wife. He just worked there and like became obsessed with her and created this reality where they're married, and he's trying to save her.
That's interesting. I haven't read a lot of the New 52 stuff.
I haven't either. I
yeah.
just it was probably a reel that came up.
Because that's interesting. Because I like the classic Freeze trying to save his wife who's terminally ill. That's always been my favorite. That's an interesting take on it that I think is very valid, and it makes it like one of the ones I dislike portrayals of is Mr. Freeze from the cartoon The Batman. The one where they made Joker with the long hair and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
In that one, he's just literally a bank robber who has ice powers.
Yeah.
Wrong.
And that's honestly, that was where he was originally. Like, if you watch the Batman 66, that's who he is. It's not until Batman animated series, they're the ones that created the tragic backstory.
Yep.
The Heart of Ice.
Yeah, and I think that was such a unique perspective, and they should do more with that.
Right, and it's just one of those ones, like, in my opinion, that became like the mythos, and then they went backwards.
Yeah, that's true, they did.
And it's always one of those things, whenever you go backwards on a character's development that you've given, it makes it like, oh yeah, we return the roots, but should you have really returned the roots?
Did you ever watch the Jimmy Neutron Batman?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, did you ever watch The Roots?
The Jimmy Neutron Batman?
Beware,
No.
Beware the Bat. Oh man, it's
Like, that's
fucking
in that
awesome.
era where everything was getting made into a 3D animated show because it was supposed to save on costs. And
the
it
storytelling
really
was
messed up
good,
a lot of
man.
stuff.
Like they didn't use any. They didn't use the Joker. They didn't use Penguin. They didn't use Two-Face. It was like Professor Pig and Toad, Mr. Toad. It was Anarchy. It was
Dog Welder.
No, they didn't use Dog Welder. But that was it's pretty cool.
Speaking of Batman, are you caught up on Absolute Batman? Have you seen where they introduce Batman's villains?
No,
in that
I know
universe?
how it happens, but no, I just the first run's all I got.
Are you guys you interested in Absolute Batman?
I've seen stills of the absolute Joker, and he is giving strong Ultimate Green Goblin vibes.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen that,
yeah.
but it's like
Well, what I know about the Absolute universe is apparently Batman's not rich in this universe. I know all of his friends end up becoming his rogue allies through some horrific shit. I know Superman didn't come to Earth as a baby; he came as a teenager or a kid.
yeah, or an
And
adult.
then I don't know anything about the Wonder Woman side.
She was raised in hell.
Oh, so she's just a fucking brutal bitch then.
Yeah,
She
she's got like who's the Strife? Is he got like the giant sword from Final Fantasy? Or
Cloud Strife.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does he have like a giant Buster sword?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
Cloud.
she has a sword like that.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then like Green Lantern is the only thing I've seen. It's like a giant Green Lantern power battery like falls into like a midwestern town and like destroys the town. But
So the ultimate or the absolute universe, I guess, was created by Darkseid, and it's supposed to he created so every hero is born or whatever without the advantage of what they had in the normal universe.
So it's that thing like the only reason they was able to rise up so far up to challenge me is because they had these things that made them who they were, and he did everything he could to fuck that over.
I'm not sure. All I know is Darkseid created. I don't know there's a fucking villain I love. I love Darkseid.
I'd like to see a good Darkseid.
I say they tried doing that, and Zack Snyder did not do that well.
No.
Darkseid is one of those characters that you got to use less because he's supposed to be. And I think Marvel maybe is really bad at this, or the MCU anyway is really bad at this. Like they build up this character, Darkseid being another one that he's supposed to be like this ultimate bad guy that like if he just gets going, you're fucked. But they just constantly bring him back, and then they defeat him. But it's like maybe don't use him.
Well,
I don't think defeating him's the problem. I think killing them's the problem. Now, I don't mind them killing a villain because it's realistic. Like, how else are you going to get this person to stop? And it makes for good cinema. But the good guys still need to win most of the movies. So like, I think they did a really good job with the new Fantastic Four movie, where you have Galactus show up. Galactus is a threat. He shows exactly how much of a threat he is, and the Fantastic Four do not kill him. They if you have not watched it,
don't they just transport him to like the far side of the universe?
Yep, they shove his ass through a portal and he teleports somewhere.
It's they're basically like, okay, we're going to shove him as far away as possible, and then we'll try and come up with something else later.
Yeah, exactly. By the time he shows back up, hopefully we'll have a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, do you think that they should have the MCU specifically? They should have done more with Thanos, like.
No.
Like, I mean, they had like the kind of the end credit scenes for Thanos, but like Thanos only really did anything in the 2 Infinity War movies. If I'm remembering correctly. I mean, he appeared, but it was mostly just exposition spouting.
Right, I know what you're saying, and no, I don't think they should have. I liked all of that build-up because you had multiple movies over multiple years to tease Thanos, to get people excited for him. Because you had the quick reference in the first Avengers movie, then you had him discussed in Guardians of the Galaxy, like they talked about him, and you had this build-up for Thanos because you knew they were doing stuff with the Infinity Stones. So when he shows up in Infinity War, he has that epic gravitas that you want from the villain who's showing up. And the fact that you get 2 really badass movies where he is the primary villain and doing cool shit, I think they did that perfect.
Yeah, because the initial scene opening up for Infinity War, you open up with shit had already gone down. You have everybody's already fucking defeated. And he's like, oh shit, like fucking Thor got his ass kicked off screen. That's how much of a threat, that's how much not a threat the Asgardians were to Thanos and his retinue. Then you have the callback where gives you a little bit of hope where Loki's like, we have a Hulk. And you have like, oh yeah, the Hulk's get into it. He's going to do something. And then the Hulk, who you have seen up to this point, yeah, we had Thor Ragnarok sort of nerf him a little bit. But before that, you had Hulk being this absolute fucking monster. Him getting his ass kicked in front of you with somebody who was not as strong as him, but you saw in that entire fight scene where the Hulk was not as strong, but because of his precision fighting, he hit joints. He went through things where you hit somebody right in the jaw, it does something to their brain.
Oh, so interesting, just a little add to that. It was confirmed in the Sacred Timeline book that Thanos was using the Power Stone to make himself stronger than the Hulk in those punches. So not only were those punches accurate, but because of the Power Stone, he was hitting harder than the Hulk could hit.
Right, and it's just one of those things showing, like, this was a threat. Knocked his ass out. Where you'd already had multiple times where it took the destruction of an entire 15 or 10-minute fight scene with Hulk and Iron Man and the Hulkbuster. And that entire time, he's doing everything to try not to hurt the Hulk to put him to sleep. And it showed a level of power like, we're not ready for this. And then every single fight scene through the entire movie, everybody's on the back end. And the closest they get, it took 5 to 6 people to even compete with him.
Now, do you think that James Gunn's DCU, I mean, we've only seen Superman and Peacemaker. I guess Creature
Commandos, and you might consider Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4 projects in.
Now, do you think that in that universe, with what we've seen so far, they could bring in Darkseid?
Not yet, but I kind of have a theory on that, and Cody and I were actually just talking about this yesterday. So if you haven't seen Season 2 of Peacemaker, there's going to be some spoilers for Season 2 of Peacemaker here. But Season 2 of Peacemaker, he has that interdimensional portal. Mm-hmm. And he has this crescent-shaped thing that he uses to create the portal. Now, the portal has the very similar energy around it that Lex Luthor used in the Superman movie. And there is this alien creature in this interdimensional space that Peacemaker goes to. So I don't know if this is accurate or if I am putting too much onto it. This could be anything. But my opinion is that that device is a mother box. That box is creating boom tubes, because it even has this kind of explosion kind of effect when the portal opens, because then like it sucks up things and moves things around it with that burst. And I think that creature inside is a parademon. So to me, right now, in the way that the DCU is established, I don't think you could just bring in Darkseid like next movie.
Oh, no.
But I think they're teasing Darkseid enough that ultimately we're getting there. They just need to establish some more heroes before they can do that. Because right now, for established heroes, we've got Superman, we have Peacemaker, we have Vigilante, Judo Master, and Guy Gardner, Hawk Girl,
Mr.
Terrific.
Goddamn Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
Goddamn Mr. Terrific.
And then you have the Suicide Squad. And then maybe Blue Beetle. James Gunn is considering including that in the DCU because it doesn't connect.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Me neither. But I mean, you don't have a crew that can take down Darkseid. Creature Commando. I forgot the Creature Commando team. Task Force M. But you really don't have people who can fight Darkseid. So I think you need to establish that some, but he's teasing it in my opinion. Also, I don't know if we talked about it on podcast or not, but that thing in the interdimensional plane that Lex Luthor creates.
Mr. Handsome?
Yeah, is that White Martian? That parademon? What do we think?
James Gunn said that was Lex Luthor's first attempt at a clone. Or not necessarily a clone of someone specific. He just said that was his attempt at making some kind of clone, whether it was like an original Ultraman clone or it was Lex Luthor's. Okay, well, I made this thing. It's ugly as hell. This is its job now.
Okay.
Was the guy
That's
holding the
disappointing.
baby, was he supposed to be a character, or was he just there holding the baby?
I think he was just a nameless villain or a henchman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
But I think you could get to Darkseid. I think he's leading up and teasing it. I just don't think it's ready yet. I think he's got to cook that universe a little bit some.
I just want to see. I want to see more Omega beams. I love Omega
Now,
beams.
as much as I love Darkseid, as much as I James Gunn is whatever, but if anyone's gonna do it, I want to see if he's gonna bring an Apocalypse. I want to see the colorful characters of Apocalypse. I want to see Granny Goodness. I want to see Calabac. I want to see Desaad. I want to see not Gilbert Godfrey.
No, let's get Gilbert Godfrey.
Hell yeah,
That's
he
his representative on Earth.
Something.
He could play
Darkseid!
Something Godfrey. Who is it? The preacher on Apocalypse.
I don't know now.
Desaad?
Now,
No, it's
Now you just think Gilbert Godfrey.
now that's all I can think.
it's something Godfrey. And then, like Barda.
Big
and-
Barda.
Now, do you
and
think that
Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle would be cool. If anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be Gunn. He's gonna be.
Well,
the one with the
they're
balls
going to
to
do
it.
a Mr. Miracle
Glorious
animated.
Godfrey. That's who it is. Not Gilbert.
Do you think that he would do a oh crap, what's the opposite of
New Gods.
yeah? Do you
Old
think
gods.
the
Old humans.
shut up the opposite world of Apocalypse?
Yeah, Orion.
Yeah.
And, High Father.
Do you think they would do
that
put
would
them
be
into-
fucking cool?
like
to see
go
Orion.
full cosmic and do that?
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. And I think if anything's going to set this Darkseid in motion, it certainly could be Supergirl. Because we know Supergirl's going to be cosmic. We know she's going to be traveling. We know Lobo's going to be in it. I could easily see that somewhere in the events of Supergirl, she does something to offend Apocalypse and Darkseid, or she does something that informs Darkseid of the presence of Earth, and sets this kind of like is the first domino push into a dark side showing up in James Gunn's DCU.
Just because you said Supergirl, it made me think. I saw someone posted something. They're like, it was the scene where Superman flies into Lex Luthor and he's like flips over the desk and he's asking where the dog, and people are all mad because Superman's like trying to find the dog. They're like, he was saving his life. Do you know how pissed off Supergirl would be if he lost his fucking dog? She would have just gone in there and ripped off his fucking head.
I do.
My favorite part of that is when Lex Luthor just casually grabs
picks
the
up
coffee
the mug
cup.
right before he flips over the desk. Or he's just like, what stupid dog in a cape? And
No, I like Lois is like, it's just a dog. He's but he's all alone. And then he's
not even a very good
dog.
dog.
He pauses. He's like, he's not even a very good dog. Okay, so let's go to the Marvel MCU real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What villain would we like to see brought in, or is there a villain you want to see a redo?
I want to see. I mean, we're going to get it, but I want to see a Doctor Doom. Like I know that we've had a Doctor Doom. I know that we're getting a Doctor Doom, but I really want to see, because to me I don't know a whole lot about him, but I know that he's like, isn't he a mixture of science and like doesn't he like do a whole bunch of science and magic and blends them all together?
Yeah, so Doctor Doom is like Reed Richards level intelligence, is a scientist, has multiple doctorates, and then he went to hell and learned how to cast magic, and he had souls like inscribed into his armor.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has this great blend of science and technology and magic, and he's going to be a really cool villain if they do him any sort of justice.
That's what I want to see. I want to.
Do those things work anymore? Because no one fucking pays attention to them.
That's how
I
you
pay attention if it starts getting further away.
That's how I try and find my car.
Oh, okay.
Did it go off?
What?
Yes.
Yeah, it turned off.
No, it's still going. But I want to see like the hyper intelligent Doom.
For any of those who didn't hear it, there was a car alarm. So if you people think we just had a stroke or something, there was a car alarm going
We
on.
kind of assumed that you all would hear that, but
Yeah, they got off topic real suddenly for some reason.
Thanks for calling. The paramedics, Cody. We all just stroked out while you just sat there. But that's what I want to see. I want to see like a hyper intelligent magic science, the Moriarty, the 3 steps ahead of you type Doom, not the lightning bolts shooting out of his fingers and that type of Doom.
that's cool.
I definitely, after the Gimp Soup Doom,
The melted trash bag Doom.
yeah.
That he can explode people's heads and then magically forgot that he could do it when it came to the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, God, I hated that.
So someone said, I saw something where it was the Silver Surfer Doom, where it's like, okay,
It's funny you say that because I think some of it was even filmed. The original ending of that was with that dead planet that they go to. It was devoured by Galactus, and Doom was a herald of Galactus.
Oh.
So that might explain why that suit looks that way. The whole ending wasn't shot, but I'm pretty sure some of that was shot before a test audience were like, "This is dumb."
no, I was jumping back to the Doom in Silver Surfer, the Fantastic Four 2.
okay.
I mean, that's interesting, but it's the scene where he first meets the Silver Surfer, and Doom's brilliant idea of this cosmic being that he knows nothing about is to shoot him with lightning, and then Silver Surfer just turns around and like blasts him like 50 feet, like phases him through like I think it's like a cave or something, and it's like, you're a genius, and your first thought was, okay, screw you.
You know what would have made that scene better if he had the Blade response when the cops shoot Blade in the back and the first he goes around. Are you fucking kidding me? And that would have been funny if Silver Surfer did that.
Damn motherfucker, what's your problem?
Because he was voiced by Lawrence Fishburne, so it wouldn't have been racist.
Right.
It's true.
Anyway, Daniel.
So for Marvel, I think the character that there are a lot of fantastic Marvel villains that we've never seen on screen.
Yeah, like Mole Man.
We saw him.
The Skrull. The Fantastic. What
The
are some
Skrull?
the Skrulls? Scrolls?
Skrulls?
What are
Yeah.
some more fantastic villains?
Wait.
They just
Say that
fight
again.
Galactus a lot, don't
Say
they?
that again.
Who are some more fantastic villains?
Guys, I got her name.
It's the... Let's cut the black.
Anyway, so there's a bunch of really...
It fucking took you that long.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of great villains in Marvel. But the one that I would be most excited about to be a primary villain that we've never really seen is Omega Red. He's got a very... he's got
That guy.
the tentacles out of the arm that he can drain life. He's made from carbanium. He's Russian super soldier. And I think it also, in the current climate for the MCU, there's a place for him. Once you get past Doomsday and Secret Wars, and you can integrate the X-Men in there, because you can't do Omega Red without the X-Men. But once you have him integrated in, he's Russian super soldier project. He's incredibly cunning and smart. He has a exploitable weakness, which is cold.
And he's from Russia?
He's Russian.
That seems like
So why
a
not
bad
just
weakness to
send
have.
Bobby Drake up against him?
And, I mean, Bobby Drake and Storm are the two people who tend to beat him the most, even though he's a Wolverine villain, you know? So, but what you do is you get that team together, but then it also works out really well when you have Yelena and Red Guardian both taking prominent roles in the MCU now. You have these Russian characters who are part of the Russian super soldier program.
And they are defectors.
And they're defectors, so you can include them. They can include their storyline. Having both Red Guardian and Omega Red and the X-Men together gives you space to put in Darkstar, who is an interesting Russian super soldier character. It allows you to put in Crimson Dynamo, which is an Iron Man villain. That was a Russian super soldier. You have a lot of space designed there of a bunch of cool characters
Cody's having a stroke.
that kind of extend out into the other universes, you know?
No, he's not having a stroke. He's good.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of really good potential there and could create a really interesting story.
Do you think that they'll... I mean, besides the fact that Brand New Day is supposed to bring Spider-Man down to like a street-level, neighbor-friendlyhood Spider-Man, do you think that the MCU will do any ground-level villains besides Spider-Man, where it's not like end of the world type? Like, it just seems like gradually as the movies have gone on, like it's like the villains, like it's just gotten like higher and higher and higher stakes.
I think yes, but you're not going to see them so much in the movies. Like, Spider-Man may be kind of the last of the street level villains. I don't think you're going to see that anymore. I think you're going to keep with the world cosmic ending things. But Daredevil Reborn, or Born Again, just got renewed for season 3, and its whole storyline is street level. I mean, Kingpin's the main villain here, and at the end of Daredevil season 1, or Daredevil Born Again season 1, they are building a street level team to conquer or take on Kingpin.
Gotcha.
So I think, honestly, what you're going to see is in Brand New Day, you're going to see Spider-Man doing his street level stuff and then end in a place where it makes sense for him to join Daredevil and Punisher in the Daredevil Born Again show. So long as Tom Holland is healthy to do so, which wish you a speedy recovery, Tom.
What's wrong with him?
He got injured pretty significantly on the shooting of stunt scene.
Oh, okay.
I would like a redo of Taskmaster.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Taskmaster was somebody they took because they liked the idea of it. They made Taskmaster too much of a bit villain. But
Oh, they're gonna say a bitch villain. I'm like, wow.
no,
Same, but
I mean, Jesus.
No, a bit villain, where they took the initial blurb, like, oh, he does what these guys do, copy and paste, which it is more than that. Like, this is a guy that you got to be careful in how you face, or he immediately can do exactly what you're doing. The entire longer a fight goes on,
Except for Deadpool. Except for
Deadpool and Moon Knight. Like, those are the two characters that straight out that Taskmaster will not fight. Deadpool is literally because you can't predict what he does, And Moon Knight is because he has little and reckless abandon. He will do whatever it takes to win a fight. So he will hurt himself. He will do whatever it takes to win. And so it is not. And Taskmaster is like, no, that's hurting your body to fight me. He's like, and Moon Knight's like, I don't fucking care. I'm going to win. And so you have those interesting connections. You have Moon Knight in the MCU that you could get more information on. And the idea of this guy and especially when we have a lot more down to earth street level people now, where of the level of just super soldiers and whatnot, we don't have a lot of those higher beings like Thor and whatnot in the main thread. I think he is more interesting now than ever. Because you can be like, well, he can do whatever this normal person can do. Like, that's great. We have Thor, head of a hammer, dead. Or, like, he doesn't have super strength. No, but when you have...
Thor's busy raising a child now.
Right, but that's what I mean. When you have a lot of these street level... Okay, they rely on their combat skills to get by. They had Sentry, and they was all useless. So you have somebody that they have to think outside the box to fight, because anything they do is now something he can do, is a cool thing to me. And we have somebody that has the mercenary aspect of it for the highest bidder. He is anywhere and everywhere he can be as long as there's money to be made.
Okay.
What do you got?
I want to see the weirder shit, like Doppelganger.
I don't know who that is.
Spider-Man with 6 arms. 6 arms coming at him. Spider head.
But is he a villain? I thought that was just something that happened to him.
In the animated show it is, but he's actually a villain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like a failed clone or something.
Nah, he's from a different dimension.
Oh, gotcha.
In the animated series, yeah, Peter Parker had something happen to him.
Yeah. Because I remember we used to have that toy.
Yeah. I want to see some of the weirder stuff. Like, bring in someone like Ego, the Living Planet again. That'd be cool.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't think they can bring him in again.
Well, I know, but bring in something like that.
Ego's sister.
Ego's sister.
He's a magical clone. He's created by the Dark Force
There you go.
to make a copy of Spider-Man.
Then me and Danny were talking about this a little bit. I don't know who a villain is, but I'd like a redo of the Eternals. Because we're getting to these cosmic forces that need a little bit more explanation besides hey, it just happens to be on Earth. And the Eternals was an interesting way to bring those cosmic forces to Earth because they are cosmic beings created by cosmic beings. And it was an interesting way, and it was like, I'd like to see a redo of that, but with somebody that actually sticks.
Well, whatever happened to Baron Mordo at the end of Doctor Strange 1?
Yeah.
Because the next time you saw him was in that separate universe. He's supposed to be like out killing.
He was playing Benjamin Bratt and Horse basketball, remember?
Yeah, but then he's like, there's I don't know if he says too many. I forgot. He's like, there's too many something. I don't know if they said sorcerers or whatever. But like, you don't see him again. I mean, you don't see that version of him.
Yeah, and that's a character that they've kind of left off, and I would be interested to see what more comes of him. And with the idea that Doomsday and Secret Wars are coming up, and you have this magic villain, it certainly could be one of those things where we get Doctor Strange who pops out of whatever multiverse he's in now, only to find out that Mordo has murdered almost all of the magic users. Because Doc Strange and Mordo are the only two, and Wong are like the only two real magic users.
You can't kill Wong.
Yeah, you can't kill Wong.
Yeah,
Wong dies, I stop watching MCU.
You never can go wrong.
Yeah.
Two Wongs don't make a right.
Stupid. What about DC Universe?
DC Universe?
In film. It doesn't have to be the current James Gunn thing. It could just be any DC film. Is there anyone you want to see in a DC film or one that needs to be redone?
So, there are so many Batman villains I would love to see.
This Clayface movie better be good. Because I really want to see this Clayface.
Yeah.
I want it to be really good, and I mean, from the sounds of it, it can be. And I guess it's part of the DCU. It's not part of the Matt Reeves Batman series.
Yeah, it's supposed to come off of the It's supposed to be like the same Clayface that's in Creature Commandos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so and James Gunn, I watched an interview where he's talking about it, and he said that if someone had brought this to me and it wasn't connected to DCU, I would have greenlit it immediately. And the fact that he can put it into his DCU made him extra happy. So he is very excited about the script. So I'm excited for that movie as well.
I'd like to see Vandal Savage.
Like
we
a good,
did it-
like a good Vandal Savage, not Legends of Tomorrow Vandal Savage.
Like, because Vandal Savage from Young Justice, and I think also the latest, Young Justice, and in the animated DC movies is so cool. The guy that's been around forever, seen it all, can never die. Like, legit, nothing can kill him. So what makes that guy tick? That is interesting to me. Like, at what point because there's a certain point like, oh, I need to be in charge of everything. But everything he makes eventually falls apart around him because he outlives his own empires is such a cool concept to me. That idea of like, it doesn't mean it doesn't do anything to have me in prison because I'll outlive the prison. It's just a guy that at any point, like, okay, I'm just going to stop for a while. I'm going to wait for you all to be dead, and then I'll try something new. Like, that idea of a villain who where most people are on a time crunch, he can be like, I'll try again in 2 centuries, is an idea that I would like to see in some shape or form.
That's cool. Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, for DC stuff, like there are a ton of really great villains that have just not seen any screen time. So like Mr. Zsasz would be cool.
I like to see Professor Pig. He'd be cool.
Yeah. Calendar Man, I would like to see him. Firefly, I think it's.
Why don't they ever release that movie?
Which one?
Batgirl.
Oh, is Firefly in Batgirl?
That was
Brendan Fraser
Brendan
played
Fraser.
Oh, that
He's
would be
like
cool.
he's like it was an amazing movie and it was all done and then they canned it.
Yeah, I hope they release it too.
Well, when they...
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, no, I interrupted you.
You're fine.
Like, with them doing the Acme versus Coyote movie, I don't think anything's off the table. I think we can see it one day. It's just one of those things they're going to be like, all right, we're going to make you pay for it. Somebody buy it off us.
Well, I think the problem with them releasing it now is that they want all of the DC stuff to be connected, so they don't have that same problem they had with the other DC movies. So I think that's going to be the issue, is that if that Batgirl does not make sense in James Gunn's universe, then we're never going to see that until the James Gunn universe is done.
But see, I think they need to set up just an Elseworlds universe. Just flat out just say this is an Elseworlds, like just have it say the DCU Elseworlds blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's like a separate universe that you don't have to figure out how it's connected and everything like that.
Well, the problem with that is where we can distinguish that, there are still people out there that watched Endgame and said, where's Superman?
Endgame?
That's what
Yeah.
I mean. There's still people out there that do not have enough awareness to separate stuff from each other. So they see this Batman movie that came out, the James Patterson one, and they was like, that's
James
not the
Patterson, the writer?
No, the actor.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Patterson.
Pattinson.
Pattinson.
Old Patty.
You know, and Cody was just talking about his proficiency in the English language last night.
Yeah.
And
It's not that good. That's what I said.
that's not what you said, because I side-eyed you.
What was it? But there's still people who can't be like, well, is this in the... There are some people that need their hand held to a point of like where they don't have that friend that says, oh no, they're not connected whatsoever. They're under the assumption like, oh yeah, so why aren't we seeing him and whatnot? And there's still that level of disconnect still on some people that attention span is not well enough to differentiate them.
That's going to have to be a very dangerous and hard line to walk, because if you start conforming your movies to a certain audience, that is a gamble if they're going to go to it. Like your comic book fans are damn near 100% guarantee. It's not 100% guarantee because you can never guarantee 100% guarantee. But if you're going to take, if you're going to take a punt and go for a home run, you want to advertise. You want to.
You can only dumb it down so much.
That's what I'm
before
trying
you
to-
alienate everybody. Like,
Yeah, the fan base that you definitely want to shoot for is the fans
Right,
that
but
you know
it's more sort of on Daniel's point. Like, they want everything to connect, so they're not even going to take the chance on an Elseworld idea. Like, I'm almost certain we're probably not going to get another Batman movie.
we are 2027.
Yeah, but I don't know how they're going to do that because Gunn has basically said that I don't know what I'm doing with Batman in my world yet. So I don't know if you can say that we're going to get that movie. So that might be the time to do it, is that he's getting 2 years under his belt to establish his universe and then being able to come out and say, hey, this is not part of my universe. And then I think you do establish an Elseworlds title.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you're going to release Batgirl, that's the way to do it, is release her under a Elseworlds title. And you have to do it later so that you can people can understand that, hey, this is not part of that universe. But at the same point, I don't think she needs to get this big theatrical release. I think if you're going to release her, just be like, okay, and here's the release, and you put it on HBO Max and just say, here, you can watch it when you're ready.
I'm pretty sure they got. They definitely didn't get all their money back, but I'm pretty sure they got a big portion of it back through tax, because that's the reason why it wasn't released. It was a tax.
Right off.
Put it on streaming, and then load up. Not that anyone does this anymore, although it is making actual stuff is making a slight comeback. Load it on streaming, and then make a loaded DVD full of interviews and shit that isn't available anywhere else.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would love to see it. I was excited when they were coming out with it. It was cool to see new Batman stuff that wasn't Batman. So I would like to see
and
it.
I think Michael Keaton's the Batman in that movie, right?
I don't think they ever said who was Batman. I said I don't think. Don't ever give me that.
I think
line.
he was.
Yeah.
If I had to pick, I would. I love/hate this trope where it's the villain that is the exact same as the hero. Like, I want to see Hush.
Yeah.
I want to see a good Sinestro. I think Mark Strong was a very good Sinestro in a poorly written Green Lantern movie.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, Keaton was the Batman. In
Oh,
that.
he was.
Apparently, James Gunn texted Ryan Reynolds, hey, do you want to be Green Lantern again? And Ryan Reynolds was like, fuck you.
You know what? They asked Keaton, says, "Are you disappointed in that the movie was canceled?" And he said, "I don't care. My check cleared."
Yeah,
That's a very Michael Keaton thing to say.
Sounds about right. The guy that played the ex-Amish dude in Banshee.
Oh,
He's
Kai Proctor.
Yeah, he is supposed to be Sinestro.
Oh, that would be a fucking
Yeah.
cool choice. Yeah, he'd be
So that I want to see a good Sinestro. You can set it up where he's still the Green Lantern, and then do the reveal that he rules his sector strictly through fear, and that's why it's
The
so
safest thing.
that's why it's so perfectly safe, because he's like, you will do everything I say, I keep you alive, and then you can do that turn. Who's another villain I want to see? I don't know. I want to see some detective Batman, I guess. Like, I don't necessarily the next time, like, if they do bring in Darkseid, whatever he decides to do, like, if you're gonna bring Batman in it, then I want to see like the Hellbat armor. That's what I'm like. Okay, if you're going to legitimately have Batman go up against a god, then you need to give him this god level suit that he can actually do something. But I want to see some street level, some everyday type stuff.
That'd be cool. The one villain, if I had to narrow it down to the one DC villain that I want to see, is Azrael. He's always been one of my favorites. He's part of Nightfall, which is my favorite like Batman book. And I would shoot it in like 3 movies. I would shoot like the first one as Bane the villain, and that one culminates with Batman getting his back broken. Batman loses movie 1, and it ends with him passing the torch to John Paul Valley. And then movie 2, you do, Jean-Paul Valley tracking down and killing or finishing off Bane, putting him in prison, whatever, while you're also like splicing in Bruce Wayne, healing, convalescing, doing all the things he does as like a side story. And then movie 3, Ultimate, is Batman versus Azrael, and you do the entire movie that way. And I think you shoot it in those kind of 3 parts, so you get all of that same emotion with the betrayal of Azrael as you do, like Bruce Wayne had it, and you fully can explore that story through 3 2-hour movies.
What do you want to see?
Dog welder.
Dog welder?
Dog Welder, he's not a bad guy.
Condiment King.
What?
Is Dog Welder a bad guy? I thought he was in...
Isn't his power to fuse 2 dogs together?
No,
No,
he welds
dogs to
dead
people's
dogs.
faces.
But I don't think he's a bad guy. He's on...
Condiment King.
Condiment King would be cool. No, what's the name of that? District 6. Not District 6. Division 6 or something. Because it's got Six Pack in it. And it's got Dog Welder.
Section 8.
Section 8. Yeah, they're not bad guys, are they?
I always assumed he was a villain.
Dog Welder was a member of the DC Comics team, Section 8. While the team was inactive, he killed dogs in alleyways.
Oh, he killed him. Okay.
He's a villain.
I thought he found...
I think that's pretty clear cut.
I didn't realize he found it. I thought he found dead dogs. I want to see... I don't know about villains, but I kind of want to see like weird stuff like the Source Wall. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
What's that wizard?
Shazam?
No.
Gandalf?
No.
Dumbledore.
Close.
Felix Faust.
Felix Faust. That's what I want to see. Yeah. That'd be cool. I want to see that. Only because he was voiced by Robert Englund.
All right. So moving out of like the comic book world, what are some villains in like the franchises that you guys
Hitler.
watch that you want to see as villains?
I want Stu Macher to come back.
Yes.
In the Scream series.
Stu Macher would be cool.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about that the other day. Like, I guess the original plot of Scream 3 was Stu Macher was orchestrating everything from jail. He had survived.
He was grooming a bunch of kids, and then Columbine happened, and they're like, "No, listen, we're not doing that storyline."
But I want to see. I mean, I haven't seen any of the. I call it the sequel. The Screams after Scream 4. I haven't seen any of those, but I want him to make a comeback in Scream 7.
For my money, Stu Macher's my favorite Scream. He's the best Ghostface. For my money.
I know it's probably hard to now, but one of my favorite villains from not a comic book or franchise is Hannibal Lecter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I heard an interview that Jim Carrey was doing, and he said he had dinner with what's his
Anthony
name?
Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins, and they was talking about acting, and he said something interesting. He said, and this is kind of a side note to it, but he said how he acted as Ace Ventura was that he was a detective bird. That's how he visualized all of his movements with Ace Ventura, that he was a detective bird. And Anthony Hopkins was like, that's exactly what I did. That's how I played Hannibal Lecter. I played Hannibal Lecter as a crocodile/spider that had infinite patience.
I can see that. I actually just watched all 3 of those movies last week.
And it's that this guy's not right. He's absolutely not right in the head, but he's completely right in his way of thinking. So you, as outside, say that is abnormal, but for him, it is completely normal.
Yeah, he is such a great sociopath, and like cold and cunning, and the only person he has any sort of real connection with is Barry and Clarice. And
even then, it's that ability that he is such a mental person that he, just from the few interactions with Clarice, you could tell he knew almost everything about her life. That level of like, how do you know that? Mm-hmm. And the one guy that was basically assaulted her while she was walking to herself, that he basically got the dude commit suicide just by talking to the dude.
Miggs, yeah.
And I was like, ooh. Dude didn't even need to touch him to hurt the dude. And just that level of, ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, and frankly, I would love for them to make another movie that picks up after at the end of the events of Hannibal, because like you have Red Dragon and you have Silence of the Lambs, but both those are like so. Red Dragon is a prequel to Silence of the Lambs, and you never really find out what happens to Hannibal after he cuts his hand off at the end of Hannibal. So I would love
Moves to Hannibal.
Hmm?
Moves to Hannibal.
That would explain a lot of things, actually.
Yeah. What do
Yeah.
you want to see? You probably want to see fucking Freddy Krueger.
I would like to see Freddy Krueger back.
Jackie Earl Haley or
No,
Robert Englund
or
or somebody new.
I want to see someone. I want to see another take on it. I enjoyed. Robert Englund is definitely Freddy Krueger, but I like Jackie Earl Haley's performance. The movie wasn't the best, but I like Jackie Earl Haley's performance as Freddy.
Do you want like over the top Freddy or like dark and scary Freddy?
I prefer the dark. The goofing
Not saying that Robert Englund Freddy wasn't scary, but I mean
I'm saying
a lot
like,
of it.
like Freddy 1 and 2 are really creepy and scary, but he's still kind of fucking around. 3 you can kind of see where he's loosening up a little bit, and then 4, 5, and 6 is just like fucking over the top. He basically, like Robert Englund said, he basically became Bugs Bunny that kills people. Yeah, Freddy Krueger would be cool. Stu Macher, definitely. I would like to see Stu Macher come back. Man, I had a whole list, but then we took like 2 weeks off.
Thanks, Cody.
If only there were things like paper where you could write down your ideas so you didn't forget them.
You said get away from comic books, but not this isn't necessarily a comic, but I always felt like Cobra Commander didn't really get a good representation in movies.
Yeah, that first movie where you have Cobra being a thing, and it's like the last 5 minutes before you get Cobra Commander. Like, for me, who didn't really know anything about G.I. Joe, that seemed like such a miss.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm Cobra Commander. Okay, you're under arrest. Fuck.
Yeah, for being such an iconic character, he did not get kind of the screen time that you get with other iconic villains from those franchises.
I kind of and they didn't do it because they said they were afraid it would look too much like a KKK hood. But I want to see the cloth mask. I mean, I like the shiny visor that they did in the second one, but like his like cloth mask that he wears. But they said they couldn't really get it to lay because in comics or in cartoons where you can just draw it however. But like I kind of think that'd be kind of a cool image if they can get it to lay where it doesn't look like a Klan hood.
I can see that.
So for Transformers, is there another? I mean, I know that the Decepticons are the villains, but the main Decepticon that I think of course, is Megatron.
Sure.
Are there any other? I mean, I know that there's other Decepticons, but are there like other main villains that they go up against besides like Unicron and?
Hang on, let's see. I'll take this. Fuck, I just had it. He's a three-way.
Firecracker.
Scorponok? No, that's not it. Is it Scorponok?
Daniel's gonna slap you right across the table.
We'll be right back.
Somebody's been watching a lot of Kill Tony.
Yeah, I have. Go ahead.
No, I'm waiting for you to handle it.
You
said to handle it, so I'm letting you handle it.
It's a triple changer. He was back. He was a Decepticon leader. All I can think of is Scorponok, but that's not right. Is it Scorponok?
What was his 3 forms?
A scorpion, a knock, and a I can't think of what it was. Go ahead.
Okay, so yes,
we'll be right back.
There are the villains outside of Megatron. I mean, the most obvious one is Unicron, but he gets overused a lot, right? So Megatron, Unicron, way too overused. They get used in everything. You do have other villains. Most of them end up being Decepticon adjacent, or people associate them with Decepticons. But you could do them in such a way that even though they are Decepticons, they aren't tied to the main force. So the kind of the ones that stand out to me, G-Axis would be one of the first ones. He is a Decepticon scientist, kind of like Shockwave, but if you can imagine Shockwave with fewer morals, which is hard to think of.
Shockwave does some crazy bad shit.
Yep.
There's a guy worse scientist than him.
G-Axis, yep. Because Shockwave, ultimately, all of his experiments are funded under the idea of logic. So he's your lawful evil scientist, if you want to put Dungeons & Dragons terms to it. G-Axis would be your chaotic evil scientist, where his experiments are not founded under logic. They're like, what if I did this? What happens? And then he just does it. So his experiments tend to be more horrific because they don't have that foundational idea or premise behind them. So he gets kind of a bad rap on from all of the Decepticons even. And then Scorponok
I knew it.
would be an interesting villain. He
I
is
was right.
the Decepticon headmaster in the G1 continuity. So he's like the foil to Fortress Maximus and takes over as leader of the Decepticons for a while, or at least advisor to Galvatron. But in some of the continuities, he, again, evil scientist working with other premises. He tends to be the one that works most with humans. So you end up getting a lot of villainous humans that kind of spawn off of Scorponok. And honestly, both of them could really carry their own movie as a core villain. And then you have like the mercenary teams. So there's a mercenary team, and most of them come kind of out of mostly from like the GoBot lore is how they get introduced into this Transformer stuff. But it's like Slicer, Bug Bite, Octane, I think, joins them, but Octane was a Decepticon at one point. But there are a bunch of Transformers that kind of just take the highest bidder, and they'll do their own thing. Mm-hmm. In the current Energon universe, which is the Image comic run, there's a really cool world that they're building. And it is... Oh, what's the planet called? Solaris or something like that. And it's a ring planet that's surrounding a black hole. And the planet is basically cut in half, where half of the planet is one faction and the other planet is the other half, is the other faction. And what this ends up being is one of the primes came here and created this to create Energon for the dying Cybertron. But the Quintessons sent this Unicron-like entity to them to destroy them. So this prime trapped this entity in the black hole and created this ring to keep that black hole contained. So the storyline right now in the comics is that if the two factions ever united, that would unlock the ring and let this entity out. So the leaders of both rings are like, we have to keep whatever lie going to keep our people at war, to keep this from happening. But the plot line is now leading to the point where they have met the prime that created this, who's kind of shown everything, and they are encouraging them to unlock them so that the thing could be defeated. So that book introduced a bunch of new characters. Like, all of this stuff is new people. These aren't people from any of the lore. But it's interesting enough storyline and enough design space that you could do something with all of that. So that's all brand new stuff. That is like cutting edge stuff right out of Image Comics. That's mostly from Void Rifles. But it's been a really good run. So like all of that stuff could be really cool Transformer villains that you could include.
What about the spider one? The one from that Wreckers comic book you gave me. He like fucked over Prowl's brain.
Oh, Dreadnought. Dreadnought? No, that's a G.I. Joe thing. I don't remember who that character is, but yeah, absolutely. Like there could absolutely
Be
You
right
could,
back.
you could turn and grab the comic book. It's like 4 feet from you, but
That's way too much work for him.
All joking aside, while I'm looking this up, I would like to see like Satan in a really good devil.
Like Peter Stormare, Satan.
No, I kind of like the horn red monster.
You
type.
want to see that?
the classic Satan.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that.
Nah, see it. Well,
So
this
you
is,
want a Satan that's just evil
Yeah,
and
See,
not like,
I like-
oh, I'm misunderstood.
see if I want to have like Death or Satan, I want the Twilight Zone version where they're like a very like well dressed up businessman, and they're like, "I've got a deal for you," like that type of Satan.
Yeah, one of my favorite versions of Satan was the End of Days one. That movie was so bad, but the Satan was so good.
Tarantulas.
Yeah, I think he could.
Tarantulas.
I mean, he's kind of an obscure one, but I think he could be an interesting villain. It's all about how you build him up. But that particular Satan, one of the things that I liked about him was he embodied the 7 deadly sins. Like, as you watch that movie, there's not a point where you don't see him being one of those 7 sins. Like, as he walks by and, like, someone bumps into him through that pride, he, like, says something and that person gets killed. And then, like, he walks into this guy's house, and then he's got a attractive wife and a 18-year-old daughter, and the next thing you see is that he's in bed with the both of them. Like, he just embodies all of those different aspects of the 7 sins and is unabashedly so. And I really, really liked, he was one of my favorite depictions of Satan, Lucifer, the devil, whatever.
And he lights his piss on fire.
As you do. That's what Ghost Rider does.
Going back to that Twilight Zone Satan, one of my favorite Twilight Zone or adjacent show, I can't remember if it was Twilight Zone or not, depiction of the devil was of a lady who gave a man who said, if I had known this, I could have made something of myself. You know, it's always that story of, hey, if I could go back in time, I'd be such more rich with everything I know and whatnot. And it plays it throws that for a loop. Because this guy's like, yeah, I know this talent the back of my hand. Knowing what I know now, I go back, I'd be a multi-billionaire and whatnot. And he's like, okay, I'll give you that chance. You can go back the way you look back then with all your information from now. And she sends him back to time. And so he immediately goes back. He has used everything bit of money he has to buy this one piece of land for like pennies on the dollar. And he's like, I just pulled one over on you. I know there's oil underneath this land, and when we drill it, I'm going to be a millionaire. And the person who sells it to him, like, yeah, I know there's oil here too. There's no way to get it out. You can't drill that deep. And he realizes he's bought land, oh yeah, there's oil here, and they're going to be able to drill. The technology wasn't there yet to drill. So it's going to be years before he can profit on it. Next, he goes to like a mechanic, like, hey, I want you to make me a battery. And like, it'll be the next big thing, power cars and all this stuff. And you're like, all right, where are the schematics? You want me to build something that you tell me to build, but you're not telling me how to build it. And he realizes just because he knows what a battery is doesn't mean he knows that it's going to change the world, because the person who invented it had put a lot of time and effort into it.
See, that's why I like that version of the devil or the villain that is, you know, it's the too good to be true, which is, you know, it's you as the audience is like, okay, clearly we know this is going to go bad. But if the person portraying the villain is convincing enough, you could be like, oh, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe, you know, it's like there's a Twilight Zone where like this devil guy is like, hey, you sign this paper, you're immortal. Nothing bad will ever happen to you. You know, and you know, he's like, just to prove how nice of a guy I am, I'll give you an escape clause. Anytime you come get me, you can get out of the deal. And so then like the guy he's like starts killing, you know, throwing himself off of buildings and jumping in front of, you know, buses and trains and shit. And then after like a couple years, he's like, I'm so bored. Nothing's exciting when you can't die anymore. And then like he like goes to throw himself in front of a train. Like he knocks someone in front of the train and then gets sentenced to life in prison. And so he's going to be there for eternity. And so then the devil shows up and he's like, well, you got this escape clause, man.
That can't work because eventually that wouldn't work because eventually like the warden would be like, this dude's been in jail for like.
It's a show.
I know, but I'm just saying like.
Well, that and I think life in prison usually is like a determined number of years. Like
25.
Yeah. It's like the average lifespan of a human.
That's why you have such thing as multiple life sentences.
That's why like I think it was the Virginia sniper or whoever, they were sentenced to like 500 life or like 50 life sentences or something like that. Like it's some astronomical amount. Like that's the type of villain I like. The one that, you know, the con man villain I'd want to see more of.
Yeah. So I have one final question, unless you have more.
Nope, I was recommendations and closings, all I got.
Okay. So my final question is, without a doubt for me, if I had superpowers, I'd be a villain. I know I would be some form of villain with superpowers. What about you guys? If you could have a superpower, what would it be? And do you think you'd be a villain?
If I had to pick a superpower,
Yeah.
it would be ice powers like Bobby Drake. And I would hope that I would be a hero, but I cannot confirm or deny that it would not corrupt me and I would not become a villain.
Yeah, like the tempting.
Yes.
The temptation.
I'm not.
There.
I'm definitely not saying. I would like to believe that I'd be like, oh, I can do a lot of good, but at the same time, I'm not guaranteeing that I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, it's telekinesis. That's the power that I would want to have. And I would start with the idea that, like, I would want to do good things. Mm-hmm. But I know that I would fall to that path.
Cody's power? 2 dicks.
I'd be the greatest porn star in the world, and then I eventually just be like, nothing means anything. Lust is meaninglessly without love.
I've stuck it into everything I can stick it into.
No.
Send me to jail.
But no, like, I one of my favorite comedians is Dan Cummins, and he has this bit that he plays for a laugh, but it really and it's like this. He's like, if we all had the power to instantly kill somebody, we would use it every day. At first it'd be like, oh, for nothing. But how many times you've been on the road, somebody cuts you off, and you just be like, you fucking asshole. I hope you die in a fire.
I'd have murdered like 6 people on my way to drive back from Springfield just for that. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. The thing that keeps you from doing that is it doesn't instantaneously happen. It's just like that thing. If you had access to a means of hurting somebody immediately, that's what I think a power is. I think it would just easily become too hard.
Yeah, it would.
To control. Like another one, another comedian, I can't remember who he is. Another reason why he thinks gun violence is so bad nowadays is because we went away from musket barrels where we gotta like load the shell. And he's saying because they had that time of loading that gun, it gave them just enough time to calm down from shooting people.
How do they load the gun, Cody? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, keep going. Not quite loaded yet. Yep.
Well, we all know Adam would be a villain.
But yeah, like I would just set power I would want is to teleport, and so it would. That's my biggest thing because I hate driving.
Adam would be a villain, and we all know who he would kill.
Who? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Do I keep my same personality?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's you, but tomorrow you have superpowers.
Okay, I would not be a villain. I'd be a pervert.
Invisibility is okay.
No. You'd be more of a pervert. Get it right.
Yeah, I don't know if I would want invisibility, but along the line, invisibility, I would invisibility be fine. But I was thinking more like if I could just like somehow give off some pheromone or whatever, that just like so I can I can
You
go.
just make people
You
do what
already
want.
married way out of your league.
No,
Don't
so-
get greedy.
No.
Man's got a point. Man's
no.
got a point.
No, I give off some sort of pheromone, or I got like hypno glasses or something, so I can just go about my day, and I just don't appear in anyone's visual, like no one sees me.
Yeah,
just don't
nobody
like-
would notice you.
Oh,
You'd
okay.
just be walking around like
So
it doesn't matter.
So
Nobody sees me.
basically, you just don't want to talk to people.
I don't, and like
Yeah.
I want to, and I love my job, I really do, and I like what I do, but I don't want to talk to the staff. I don't have good bedside manner. I have nothing but respect for the residents. I just really don't have good bedside manner. So I really want to make their life comfortable by working. But if I could just like go in there, do the thing.
If you could communicate
How
by
do you-
email
how do you do the
permanently,
Oh, okay.
if you could communicate by email with everything you do, you would do it.
No, because he sucks with computers.
And that's how you know Adam needs anxiety medicine.
Yeah.
I just want to go up the elevator, walk to the, because there's 3 nurses stations. I got a list of work orders. I just want to go there, and I don't want to, Adam. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
No, I don't want to talk about The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Adam would definitely be a villain.
And then on the other side, I would be a perv with that ability.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay, I know we're getting really long. We're getting ready to wrap it up, but I found this the other day, and I thought it was interesting. So, speaking of famous movie villains, and some of these people might know, in the original Star Wars, Darth Vader is only on screen for 12 minutes.
Yep.
The Wicked Witch,
I didn't know the exact time.
the Wicked Witch of the West is again only on screen for 12 minutes. This one's
Does it have Jaws on there?
It did, but I these are only the couple that I looked
okay.
up.
All right.
Cody, this one's for you. Hannibal Lecter, 16 minutes in Silence of the Lambs. And in a 152-minute long movie, the Joker is only on screen for 33 minutes.
In Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
So-
all those extremely famous villains are barely on screen.
Less is more.
Yeah, less is more, and
That's
kinda
the
goes
motto
back
we
to-
all live by in this room.
it kind of goes back to Adam's point. Like,
What's that?
Being a pervert?
no, like you don't want to have to understand a life story behind some of these villains because you don't need it because their actions speak more than what actually made them.
Okay. So, recommendations.
Recommendations.
Master classes in good villains that we should...
Dark Knight for sure.
I don't think you like that movie.
I
never,
like Dark.
never heard of it.
You never heard of?
Oh, sounds like a hipster movie.
Let's see. A good Freddy movie. Watch number 2. Number 2 is highly underrated. Freddy is a good performance.
Is that the one with the window?
No.
No.
Okay, so it's a round window, right? And,
Oh my God, we are coming up on Halloween.
We are.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Check that one out.
Sarah goes, "Are you guys going to talk about Halloween?" I'm like, "No, we're never fucking talking about Halloween ever again."
That franchise is dead to us.
Yes, forever and always.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I have a movie pitch coming up.
You don't watch scary movies.
I know.
No.
I can't think of any off the top of my head. Well, I guess I am thinking of one that off the top of my head. X-Men. I just watched it the other day, the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Because we talked about Magneto,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like Magneto.
I always thought it was pronounced magenta.
Magento.
Yeah.
It's Magnet O.
Let's see. There you go.
That's his name in Spanish. Magneto.
My 2 are Hannibal Lecter, just absolutely unnerving guy that do not want to be in a room with. Like, you are in danger as soon as you meet the dude. His presence is that impactful. Another one of made villains, Ultron, because even made by Tony Stark, even when he doesn't want to, you have those dynamics like, I'm doing what is best for the planet, this is how it survives, this is the logical thing. Then you have the sort of subplot of like, I'm nothing like Tony Stark. The scene where he's all like, Tony Stark mentioned that to me once, even though it's sort of like, I hate my father sort of atmosphere of like, it might not be intentional, but you carry over traits even if you do not like them from your creators.
Okay. So for me, I've got 2. I've got a comic book and a non-comic book. I'm going with X-Men as well, but I'm going with X-Men 97. That show is a masterclass in showing off Magneto as a villain as well as his relatability. And then you have Bastion, who is an interesting villain that is built up, as well as you see like the fall of Sinister in that show. So you get 3 really interesting perspectives of 3 very interesting different villains. So if you like your villains, X-Men 97 I think is absolutely brilliant. The other one is one from a movie I just recently saw like a month or 2 ago, and that is Shigar from No Country for Old Men. I think that guy...
Good haircut.
Well acted, very interesting sociopath, psychopath, serial killer, hitman kind of character. I think he is an absolutely brilliant villain in that film. Very interesting, very smart and cunning.
Adam?
I gave mine.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
gave his. All right, well, you've been listening to the Orig, a damage control podcasting production. In fact, it is an award-winning production. Make sure you check out new episodes some Mondays on YouTube, Apple
I didn't
Podcasts,
have
and
internet this
SoundCloud. I know. I've heard. I was
Sure you didn't.
I got feedback that you did not post an episode, and fans were upset.
Was that episode? Was it subscriber 72?
No. It was,
Do we not know her? Is this an actual fan?
No, the person who reached out to me.
No,
the person who
subscriber 72.
I don't know who subscriber 72 is.
I know who
the-
Subscriber 72 is.
Oh, okay.
the-
All right.
Yeah, we have some behind-the-scenes stuff we have to do for that subscriber.
Yeah, this
Oh.
is our one loyal listener that listens to all of our episodes.
Well, tell the one loyal listener I didn't have internet
Well,
until
sure.
Wednesday.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
Anyway, so most Mondays we get new episodes up on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud, and then make sure you check out our social media page, Facebook and Instagram. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Adam, push that button.